Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video, and today, we're going to be doing something pretty interesting here. I'm just going to get straight to it, right from the beginning here. So, you're going to be watching some content from another one of my videos, all the bosses in Terraria Calamity. If you want to see those bosses, please click the eye in the corner right now. There will be a link, in the top right corner of the eye that will take you to my Terraria Calamity playthrough series, as well as the, all bosses video. But what we're going to be talking about today is the future of Terraria Calamity, and what's to come still in the Terraria Calamity mod. And I'm just going to refer to it as Calamity. When I get talking fast, it's going to... Sorry if it's hard to understand. But I'm going to be talking about the future of what's going to be happening with the mod. So let's just kind of start off on a basis here. Sorry if you hear clicking. I'm going on the wiki because it helps me. 1 second. So... basically, let's start with the first thing. There's this guy named Yharim in the lore of Terraria Calamity, okay? And this dude is, like, the one who made everything happen. He didn't, like, make Terraria, but he, like, kind of made all the bosses happen in a way, and, like, made this do that, and that kind of thing. So, like, the only reason that Supreme Calamitous exists is because he cursed her, and turned her into, like, a demon thing to dry up the entire ocean, so, like, Automatius and everyone would die. Or Amadeus, I don't know how to say it. But I'll probably show like some pictures of things as I'm talking about them on the screen. So I'll show you some like art of Yharim. You'll see it on the thumbnail too. But let me just I'm gonna be right back with you guys. Just give me 1 second. I want to go to the lore so I can. Or wait, it's already on the page. Never mind. I already found the lore page. So let's find Yharim. Is Yharim not on here? I'm not seeing Yharim. 1 minute. I'm not... I'll find it. I'll be right back. We're gonna see if, Yharon can, is gonna tell us any lore on, Yharim. We're gonna see. If I can find it. Okay. So, let's read this and see if this will tell us anything. So, basically, this is about Yharon. I know. We're gonna see if, it tells us anything about Yharim. So... Oh, wait. Okay, let's just read this. Yharim grew up with no one besides his monstrous cohorts to keep him company after passing of nearly his entire family. With the exception of his loyal dragon guardian, Yharon. Long ago, a powerful ranger found an egg within the depths of the jungle temple. She gifted the egg to her son, Yharim, to raise as a companion while she was away on her missions. Before the egg hatched, it was tossed into the underworld lava along with Yharim's entire family due to the arrogance and the despicable nature of the elder brother. However, the heat of the lava caused the young dragon to mature more quickly. Soon it hatched into a furious beast and was able to save Yharim from his demise. Though the same could not be said for the rest of his family, badly burned and filled with hatred and contempt, Yharim slowly crawled onto the back of his faithful companion. The dragon comforted him comforted him as his best. Let me read that. The dragon comforted. Okay, we're gonna cut this all out. The dragon comforted him as best as it could before Yharim commanded that they return to the temple. A new power and order was about to rise. From there, the dragon aided Yharim in annihilating, I don't know how to say this word, the corrupt leaders of the jungle and putting the power into the hands of someone with a broken heart and many scars. The dragon was more than just a mere friend to the tyrant. The warmth and light from the dragon's soul often comforted the tyrant king in times of great depression. Without his pet, the tyrant would have been dead long ago. I know, that sounds like it's making Yharim a good person. Let me tell you. Yharim's not too good a person. We're gonna read Calamitous right now. If I cut this out, if you don't hear this, then it had nothing to do with Yharim. If you do, then it does. So, there you go. Calamitous' true name is unknown. She was born in the mountains, in a mountainous region to a family of extremely skilled mages whose destructive powers rivaled those of the demigods. They taught her how to master the vehement, I don't know how to say words, and violate natures of dark magic, without giving in to the negative emotions of these powers can inflict upon the wielder. The dark is within all of us, but when gazing into the darkness also gazes into you. Her father told her, quoting a famous philosopher, However, one morning, after a particularly heated clash with a rivaling faction, Calamitous woke up and her parents and siblings were dead. Hung on crucifixes? I don't know how to say that. Hung on crucifixes by an angry mob. Filled with hatred and rage, Calamitous forgot what her parents had taught her and brought devastation upon the mob, burning them with hellfire and teleporting them to the underworld to be tortured for an eternity. Calamitous, defeated and sobbing, retreated to her now vacant cave carved out in the mountainside, taking practice of magic and necromancy in order to revive her parents and 2 brothers. After her success in bringing back her siblings, she heard an ethereal and almost mesmerizing voice telling her to seek refuge in the jungle. Following this, Calamitous wandered towards the jungle entrance by some unknown force. She found her way into the jungle temple where Yharim, the man who had spoken to her, resided. He had felt her mastery over the arcane due to her immense and maniac outburst of destructive power. He eventually recruited her into his army after several long persuasive talks over what truly matters in the world. When Amadeus refused to help Yharim in a ritual to awaken a slumbering god, Yharim had Calamitous incinerate the oceans as her first mission, thus causing the Desert Scourge to go on rampage. But somewhere deep down in her psyche, the good in Calamitous still existed. Weeks passed. Each day she argued more and more with herself over what was necessary to achieve a goal, and ultimately began disturbing Yharim. One day, Calamitous met with Yharim and attempted to convince him that his logic was flawed. Yharim heard none of it and sent her immediately out of his throne room. That was the very same day Calamitous betrayed Yharim and by unleashing an ancient golem using one of the ancient power cells. The golem rampaged through the temple, distracting Yharim and his soldiers. Calamitous used this time to sneak up to Yharim's throne and procured a few documents containing some helpful information on Yharim's most valiant opponents, Braylor and Status. When Yharim and his men obliterated the golem, he cursed Calamitous for her betrayal. Due to her being a fair distance away from the curse had lessened the impact on her, but it still managed to worm its way into her mind. Over time, the curse slowly drove her mad, and ultimately she ended up returning to Yharim's side after the deaths of Braylor and Status. Yharim had since removed the curse, exchanging for her infallible servitude and unimaginable cruelty towards his opponents. So, yeah. If that tells you anything, Yharim is not really the nicest guy. Like, it made it sound like he's nice, like, you know, Yharim. He's like, oh, look, we got Yharim here. This is great, man. And, you know, he almost died, and now he's alive, and it's so great, and he gets to be cool and powerful. But no, it's more like he's cool and powerful, but he also wants to curse people because they said something bad about you, and then curse them and make them bad and kill people and destroy enemies and kill everyone, and, you know, real nice, you know. I don't know if we have anything about Draedon, but we have Draedon. I know this about Draedon. So there's this guy named Draedon, and in Calamity, I'll explain where all this fits in Calamity after I tell you a little bit about it. So there's this guy named Draedon, and the Draedon guy, he is who makes the armor and like things and weapons and everything for Yharim. He's not equally probably as powerful, but he's the servant, like the first-hand servant and like blacksmith of Yharim. In fact, he made like the exoblade, the photosynthesizer. I can't remember if that's what it's called. It's something like that. And there's a bow too, I think. Yeah, there's a bow. And he made those weapons that are super powerful, and also the armor that Yharim is wearing. And I think it's called powered armor. Yeah. So yeah, and Draedon, I'll put a little picture thingy of Draedon on the screen if you want to see it. I don't know. It's just a sketch. We don't exactly know what they look like. But this is like the generalization of what they look like. So yeah, that's Draedon. And the last one you saw on the screen, the weird bubble, is called Goozma. And honestly, no one really knows what Goozma is. It's like a weird ball thing. No one knows what Goozma is. It's just kind of there. I wanna... like... 1 second. Let me read something real quick. I'll be right back, guys. No one really knows what Goozma is. It's basically a ball thingy, and it's gonna be a post-Moonlord boss. We're pretty sure. We're pretty sure it's post-Moonlord. We don't know this. And Goozma, we assume, since we have Ostermoreus, right? Or Ostermoreus, or how I don't know how to say any of these words. We have Ostermoreus, who's like the first Astro infection thing, and then we have Ostrum Deus. And in the lore for Ostrum Deus, it says that it's not what causes the infection. Ostrum Deus doesn't cause the infection, so it would kind of make sense if Goozma being added was like the cause of the astral infection or something like that. But we don't know. This is all just speculation. You put down what you think about Goozma in the comment section. And so yeah, what does any of this have to do with the future of Calamity? What does any of this have to do with, right? So these are all bosses which are going to get added to the game. Yharim, Draedon, and Goozma. So here's what we know. If we go to Amadeus, which I'm sure there's an Amadeus lore thing somewhere in here. Is there not an Amadeus lore thing here? Let me look up Amadeus really quick. Amadeus Terraria. There we go. So, not the Amadeus Spark. We know this. We're gonna see if I can get the Amadeus NPC. And no, I'm trying to find. There's a wiki page. I know it. Let me find this. I'll be back with you guys. Right, guys, I couldn't find it. You want to know why? Because it's called the Sea King. It's always named Amadeus, but it's called the Sea King, so I couldn't find it. But let me scroll down. If you guys want to go on any of these pages, I'll put the wiki links in the description so you can read up on this if you feel like it. But if we go to the section where it says, because depending on when you talk to Amadeus, he'll tell you different pieces of lore, or rather help, as what's going to happen. So if we go to the section that is only able to be read after the jungle dragon Yharim has been defeated, so, you know, Yharim has been defeated, this is the 4 pieces of text that it says. So, yes, it's very interesting what we hear here. So, defeating the jungle dragon has allowed you a choice. You can face off against Supreme Calamitous, Draedon, or Lord Yharim himself. Choose wisely. So, this tells us that we know that getting added to Calamity will be, you know, we know Draedon and Yharim, and they're going to be post-Moonlord bosses who are equal or stronger than Supreme Calamitous, or maybe weaker for Draedon. We don't know. But we know that there's a choice. They're all going to be battled after Yharim. You don't have to do, like, Supreme Calamitous, then this one. There's going to be a choice. So, let's read a different one. About Draedon. So, Draedon's style of confrontation is very alien, hands-off. You may be more likely to fight any other one of his mechs before taking him down. So this gives me the personal idea for Draedon that, it's gonna be like this boss, but he, like, spawns in, and he's kind of invincible, and maybe he can hit you, or maybe he's just kind of sitting there invincible, or, like, off in the distance or something, because it says he's hands-off, right? So, and you'll have to take down all of the mech bosses, all of his creations at the same time. So, or, like, just all of his mech bosses in some reason before you can actually fight him. Or maybe you just have to fight them or something. But it would be like, what is his creations? It's, I believe, I don't know exactly what all of them are. I believe it's, there's the, what's that thing? Destroyer, Skeletron Prime, the twins, for sure. We know that, the Plague Runner Goliath is of his creation as well. And I think it's either Ostermoreus or Ostrum Deus that he created. I can't remember. I think he created those. Oh yes, and Bumbleburb too. He created Bumbleburb as well as a DNA project. So you might be fighting like those kind of things before actually fighting Draedon. And the other message, it's just like talking about Orc Ore, that doesn't matter. And then the other message, the last one is, Lord Yharim is very strong. He may not even fight you at his fullest power, which is fortunate for you. His attacks may just kill you in one hit, so be careful. So this gives me the idea, which I'm scared about, that Yharim could be an instant kill boss. But it's confusing here, because we don't know. Because it says, let me read this again. Lord Yharim is very strong. He may not even fight you at his fullest power, which is fortunate for you. His attacks may just kill you in one hit. So what I'm confused about here is it saying, at his fullest power, he could kill you in one hit, so you're fortunate. Or is it saying, he might not fight you at your fullest power, but he'll instantly kill you anyway? Which is it saying? I can't tell by that sentence. So this could be an instant kill boss, which I really hope it's not, because they're super frustrating. But I hope it's just going to be, like, super sick battles. So we know those bosses, we know nothing about Goozma, and we also know there's this one other boss, I'm pretty sure. I believe Xerok is a boss. I can't remember, though. Let me read the Xerok armor thing. I think it tells me if I read up on Xerox armor. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna read the lore. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna cut it out if it's not there. Once worn by what can only be described as a monster, it is written that if the original owner were to wear it once more, the entire universe would not know rest for another 10,000 years. It is said that the armor was made from the flesh, teeth, and nails of its original owner, but only someone who were to prove their strength among the strongest warriors would be able to break their seal. However, these anecdotal, I don't know how to say that, anecdotal writings are from an age long lost to the passage of time. The being has not been viewed by the naked eye in eons, and it is also written that a mere sighting of it would drive the layperson mad. So, basically, they're probably like the creator of Terraria, or like the world. They'll kill everyone. I know it's weird though, because there's only a postman load armor. I'm not sure if it actually gets added into a boss. I believe somewhere I saw it said that, let me look that up. What bosses will be added to Terraria Calamity? We're gonna see. Calamity. Bam. I'm not sure if it's gonna say, like, planned bosses. I really gotta look. Summoning items, boss suppression, vanilla boss add-ons. I don't think it has a section telling me what bosses will be added. But I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that Xerox is a boss, but I'm not sure. It's the thing. I'm not sure. I couldn't tell you if it's a boss or not. So yeah. But yeah, that's basically what's gonna get to added Calamity. We got Goozma, we got Yharim, we got Draedon, and we have maybe Xerox, but I'm not sure. Those are the bosses. Obviously, there's going to be more items and stuff. There's no way you could ever tell what items are going to be added. Like, you can say maybe, oh, there'll be powered armor because that's what Yharim's wearing. Or this or that, but, like, there's no way to know unless they literally say, like, this is getting added. So, yeah. Really, that's it. I'm pretty sure that's all for the future of Calamity. It sounds like a little, but it's really a lot. Like, I just imagine the coding that it's going to take to do, like, Draedon or something. It's ridiculous. So, yeah, this is probably a really long video. I actually want to check that right now. Oh my gosh, it's like 18 minutes of me talking straight. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So, please like the video if you like it, share it if you liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!